Hey guys, so quick thing before we get started. Teachers need to calm the f down. Honestly, if I'm like 3 seconds late to class, don't mark me tardy. What are you gonna lose in 3 seconds? You can't teach an entire lesson in 3 seconds. It's not like I walked in 20 minutes late to class. No, it's 3 seconds. I'm so sorry for, ruining your entire day and your entire lesson plan by walking in 3 seconds late to class. I know everybody was busy learning and, learning totally important things that are gonna be on the final, but it's my fault anyway. I mean, I was 3 seconds late to class. My bad. Calm your goddamn tits. Okay, so remember how last week I was talking about people who, take stories and they change them all around before telling them to people? Well, today we're gonna talk about the opposite. Kind of. People who are really, really, really bad at telling stories. Like the people who just can't tell a story to save their lives. I'll admit, I fit into this category. I think it involves a broad range of people, because, for me, and this might just be me, but I have the entire story visually planned out in my head. I can see it all the way through, visually. But the hard part is turning those visual images into words. Some people are just naturally gifted with the art of telling stories perfectly the first time. They never mess up, but it's always intriguing and everybody cares. But me, and I'd have to estimate around 70% of the population of the language-speaking world have a hard time telling stories. I just can't figure out how I want to describe things. It's just... Example A. Oh yeah, and my brain does this really fantastic thing. Like, when I am telling stories, and I actually managed to get some of the words out, it decides to jumble up all the events. It's kind of like if you had like a stack of papers, and the first one's letter A, and the last one's the letter Z, and you just took them, and you threw them on the ground, and you shuffled them all up, and you piled them back together, and you read it from start to finish. It's most likely not gonna be the alphabet in its original order. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like the events of the story don't really happen in chronological order in my head. Wait, I gotta fix something. I'm gonna bring that down. Oh yeah, and my brain does this amazing thing where if I'm actually managing to get the words out and the events are in the right order, it forgets really important details. Like, really important details. For example, the other day I was out and about. People do things on the weekends. I was out and about, as I said. This girl, well, I think she was a girl. I'm not quite sure now that I think about it. But anyway, so, by the way, I'm not alone. I'm with a friend. You don't know them. At least they go to a different school. You know people from other schools, right? Of course, you have to. You can't. I got off track. Bench, and this person comes up to me. Sorry, can you start from the beginning? I have no clue what you're trying to say. Oh. I don't know if you experienced this, but this happens to me all the time. Oh, and the details don't just show up at the very important times, they come up at really non-important times. I'll be describing this really low point in the story where not much is happening and suddenly, oh yeah, you need to know that this character's like 46 years old and was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer like 6 months ago. That's why they're in such a bad mood all the time. So that's the thing. And also, I love how I have to put all this effort into telling a simple story that's just supposed to cause some smiles and maybe some laughs. And then suddenly I realized, oh wait, nobody's listening to me. Guess what happened? So I was at my sister's graduation the other day, and well, she wasn't in the best mood because I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just that time of the month. But basically, she wasn't in a bad mood for long because guess who we saw? Fred Armisen. Well, I'll just, go on my phone. Whatever. Get it together, brain. Get your goddamn shit together. And that's all I have to say on this matter. See you next Wednesday, guys. Bye! Oh, it's a little foggy, isn't it? Here, I'll fix that. Oh, I hope that looked as cool as it does on this end of things.